What's up, everybody? 31 minutes late. Holy crap, man. Well, I'm here. Uh, technical difficulties, man. I just couldn't get my Elgato to. Well, I don't want to blame the Elgato. For some reason, I couldn't get my my phone connected to my computer. Without a phone connected to the computer, I can't. What am I gonna do? It's not my fault, guys. It's not my fault, man. 30 minutes later, you power cycled? No. Did not power cycle. Well, I mean, I did, but way before 30 minutes. Alright, anyway. For some reason it's working right now. I hope it continues to work, at least for this stream. I don't know what I'm going to do after this. I'll have to try to figure something out. But, man. Glad you got it working. Blame it on Kabam. Yeah. Alright, let's get a tweet out. Let's go this way. Dearest, yeah, it's Marvel Champions. Technology is dumb. Computers are dumb. Don't let, but please don't let the robot overlords hear this. I'm now live. Okay. I'll use them. Computers are dumb, but please don't let the robot overlords see this. Tweet. Man. You know, this almost happened yesterday. The same thing was happening where I couldn't get my phone connected to the computer for like 5 minutes. But after 5 minutes, it worked. Today, not so much. Alright, anyway. What's up, everybody? Noah's the first one in here. Also got Lakers Bodyguard. We got someone spamming, apparently. Got Dragon. Speaking of robot overlords, what's up, Roboto? What's up, Delithius? Dragon sending over 5, saying technology is dumb, computers are dumb, but hey, at least the MCOC community has raised more than $14,000 to help Australia. That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. I was not expecting to raise that. I was not expecting the community to raise that amount for a 1-day little fundraiser thing. So yeah, very proud of the community, man. It's good stuff. And on that note, slap. Dragon, thank you very much. Alright, let's get the cutoffs going. Who's the best mutant champion? Omega Red. It's all situational, but overall, Omega Red. Hello, sir, I'm here. Late start, late finish? Yes. I hit refresh so many times waiting. I don't know. I might go a little bit. Well, I'm gonna go a little bit late tonight, but I also, yeah, I can't stay too late. Like I wasn't supposed to be this late, man. I was only supposed to be like 5 minutes late at most. I'd started like getting everything set up. It only takes me like a minute or two to get everything set up. I've got 2 different browsers, the thumbnail, the info, OBS, Streamlabs, my little paint picture. Once I crack all this stuff open, fill out the live stream title, and change the thumbnail, I'm ready to go. It only takes like a minute and a half, something like that. Part of that is just loading the game. And yeah, I should have only been like 5 minutes late today. Alright, anyway. Anyway, let's get to it, huh? Let's do some stuff. I got some energy to burn, man. This month is almost over. Kind of down to the wire here. Still have one path to go in this quest, and then the whole final quest to do. And I gotta collect some more acorns. I think it's just that left path. Yeah, just the left path. Got any items on it? No. Of course, there's a potion on the left or the right side. Gosh darn it. Walked about 5 miles today. 2ox does that star. Nice. That's awesome. I want to walk more myself, but then I see outside and it's all crappy, and I'm like, I like inside. BG, would you rank 5 Sentinel or Doc Ock? Sentinel. Like, I don't even care what the situation is. I mean, there are some situations where, yeah, Doc Ock, he's a powerhouse. But, man, I really can't imagine myself taking up a Doc Ock unless I already had, like... Doc Ock would be, like, my 30th 5-star or something like that. I would need a real specific reason to rank him up. The thing about Doc Ock is, even though he's powerful... Whew, I knew I was going to mistime that. Forgot this guy is timing. Even though Doc Ock, in some situations, he's powerful, he's the type of champion where you only need him for very few situations. And if you really need him higher than rank 4, you just pop a boost. And whereas someone like Sentinel, I would use Sentinel in a lot of places. Alright, Spider-Gwen. Oh, you're gonna evade me like that, huh? Okay, alright. No problem. Suck it. Seattle rain has been real bad for like a week and a half straight. It's annoying. It's pretty annoying. Just a better choice for me to do when I get bored at times than just doing absolutely nada. I mean, no, it's great. It's not just better than doing nothing. It's better than doing most things. Hey BG, I was considering rank 5ing thing, but no, with Abyss I can't choose between him and Torch. Who would you choose? Well, I don't have experience with the Abyss myself, but I have heard that Torch is pretty darn good for it. So if you're looking to do the Abyss, if that's your current goal, then I would say Torch it is. If you're not in any rush to get it done and you need a thing for other content like Alliance War or something like that. I mean, they're both useful in Alliance War depending on your path, but you know what I mean. Torch seems to be, at least, could be wrong, but seems to be better for the Abyss. For most people. But I also think there's no real rush to the Abyss. Going mad potion farming for the Abyss? I've done that before. Gone absolutely mad. Why don't you have a rank 5 Sentinel then, BG? Well, he's not awakened. I pulled him really late in the game. I would have loved to rank him up had I pulled him earlier. But instead, I grinded for Mysterio in the arena. Before I even had Sentinel, and used all my resources on him and other tech champions as well. Scott Wallace sent it over too, saying big thanks for Loki's match yesterday. Amazing. It was pretty amazing. It was pretty damn amazing. Shout out to the 4 Loki dudes. Some awesome dudes for sure. Thank you very much for the 2, Scott. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I found out about that like it was like the day before, or maybe it was 2 days before or something like that. And I was just thinking like, man, really? Like, sounds crazy. A lot of money. it's awesome. Alright, Squirrel Girl, last time I'm fighting you, you might have been the easiest boss I fought in many uncollecteds here. That is also because I'm using Omega Red, who, even if I get hit, what are you going to do? Are you going to bleed me? Yeah, right. BG, speaking of Mysterio, have you played around with his Old Man Logan synergy at all? Just got the guy recently, and it's a decent way to keep him topped up through the quest. Hold on. Mysterio, Old Man Logan synergy. I don't even remember that synergy. Let's go take a look at it. Let's see. Is it on Mysterio, or is it on Old Man Logan? Guess I'll find out in a second here. Mysterio. Excuse me. Nope, I guess it's on Old Man Logan. Okay. Let's see what that is. There he is. There he is. There he is. What do we got? Okay, so for Mysterio, wait, hold on. Oh, never mind. Okay, for Mysterio, when regenerating from the use of reflection gas, Mysterio heals an additional flat 10% health. It's kind of tough to use the reflection gas in high-level content, though. I'm just thinking, like, where I would actually use this. Hold on, what does Old Man Logan get out of this? The first time Logan gains a 0 damage passive bleed each fight, he gains 2 more. Additionally, his regeneration rate is increased by plus 10%. I mean, they're both decent champions, so I could see just like a general fun questing team throwing these two together. But it is hard to regen off of the reflection gas sometimes. Because the thing is, like, when do you usually want to regen? You want to regen when you're missing some health, typically. So, unless you're, like, already at 90% and you're trying to get yourself to 100%, you know, it might be difficult to, let's say you have, like, little less than half, like 40% health or something. So roughly 12,000, right? And you're like, okay, I really need to heal up. So you pop your special one. And for Mysterio, if struck while reflection gas is active, the incoming damage is stored. Upon expiry, 70% of the damage taken is reflected onto the opponent. Mysterio immediately regenerates 100% of the damage he took. So yeah, you got to take some damage, and I could see, like, just kind of dying, you know, especially in the harder content. That's why Mysterio, like, he's a good champion. There's just certain things about him that are difficult to take advantage of. Like, he has a bunch of utility. It's just difficult to always take advantage of it. But alright, anyway. That's pretty cool. I guess I forgot about that synergy. I'm sure I read it at some point when I was going through Old Man Logan's rework, but so many synergies in this game, tend to forget them. We're using a reflection for a fight in 6.2, or maybe one of the variants. Yeah, in variant 4, I used them to heal a bit. There was like a bonus to that as well. Ooh, tier 4 basic. There was like a bonus to that as well, though, where this round of arena is pitiful. Let's just get the tier 4 basic. Chalk this one up to a loss. There's a little bit of a bonus in variant 4 where I was intentionally getting blasted by Emma's special 1, which puts a debuff on you, and you heal up from the willpower, and yeah, it wasn't necessary. Like, most of the healing was from willpower, but of course, because you're able to take that hit and heal that back up, it's fine. I think it also works with recovery, so I think you always gain more than 100% health. but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, use the reflection when a champ doesn't want to throw L2, and I use the special one to push to L3, and the reflection will save me. If the L3 doesn't kill me, it's not good for damage over time, though. That's a good call, as long as you know you're going to survive the L3. It's good stuff. You don't need to be missing damage. Think of it like Magic's Limbo. Pop the special one, take damage, and then reflect it all. It's just an added bonus heal. Wait, what? You don't need to be missing health. Yeah, but you could still die. Like, you could still just get killed. Like, I'd rather just hit the opponent, you know. A rough day, all I want is cuddles from Ella. All she wants is peanut butter because she hears you in the office. Yeah. Plus, the other thing about Mysterio is, like, if you do use his special one, that means you're not using his special 3. And I like using his special 3. Finally got the solo on this damn Aspect of War Rhino in 6.1.4. Roboto. Nice, man. Good stuff, dude. Guess my point is you use it in high-level content, just saying. No, I know. I said it was hard to use, not impossible to use. I'm well aware, man. I took full advantage of everything I could from Mysterio. Made a highlight reel out of it. But point is, it's difficult. BG took my Guillotine 2099 to rank 5 and don't regret it one bit. The only thing I'm having issues with is getting that guaranteed crit on the 20th hits. Thoughts? Thanks for advice as usual. I don't think there's anything too special to it. I think you just have... Is it on the 20th? I've only barely tested her, but I think it's just on the... Well, after you have like 19 hits in your combo, then your next one you could pop your special, and every hit of your special is guaranteed crit, I think. Maybe someone else in here can help you with that one, because yeah, I've only barely tested Guillotine 2099. How many points do you think we need to get in the 1 to 50 for the 4-star Sunspot? I'm not sure. Definitely not worth it though. I can tell you that much. Like you're much better off putting up what you would need to get Sunspot. Of course, play it safe. Go higher, especially higher than my prediction here, because I don't know, just kind of guessing based on past cutoff history and things like that. So yeah, definitely go higher than the one I'm predicting. But then at some point, it's just better to hit a different arena and not go for one of the top spots. Just get the milestones there, you know. But yeah, I'm not sure what that top 50 takes. Lags regrets taking up Mysterio. Yeah, I could see some people regretting it. I don't regret taking him up myself, but I certainly don't use him much. And he has gotten some kills in War. Even against some of the toughest teams, he's gotten some kills. Oh, Wasp, don't evade like that. Mysterio, he's one of those sneaky champions where, like... Oh, you think, oh, it's just Mysterio. There's harder champions out there to fight, right? And then he has that weird AI sometimes where he just throws a heavy. When you don't think the opponent's going to throw a heavy, he pops that heavy nice and quick, and yeah. He hits hard. Mysterio has really high base attack. Mysterio has really high base attack, and that scales very well in a place like Alliance War. It's one of the kind of sneaky things to think about when looking at a new champion. You might play the champion and maybe like thinking, oh, this champion doesn't really hit too hard. You know, you do like a Winter Soldier test or something like that. Champion doesn't really hit too hard, but then suddenly, you know, I think because they might not have attack increasing abilities on their own, but suddenly you put them in Alliance War, and when they get the extra attack from the nodes and stuff like that, the damage can get real. Adds up. I think I think Doom has a really high base attack, right? Let's go investigate on Aunt May real quick. Actually, there's a way to sort by attack, right? Is there? This didn't seem to change much. Did I do something wrong here? Nothing's really changing around. What if I do it this way? Okay. I'm not sure if it's messed up for some reason, but anyway. Yeah, we'll just look at 565. Okay, attack. Yeah, Dr. Doom has the highest. Yeah, his attack is 2978 as a 565. That's crazy right there, man. 2978. So, on the right node, man, this dude's attack, it just shoots up higher than the average champ. Enzo, what's up, dude? Good morning, BG. When I did Labyrinth, I lost a bit of skin on my thumbs. I forgot about that until I started Abyss. Oh, no, Enzo. Yeah, man, those fights get pretty long, huh? Pretty long. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, Enzo. Oh, my goodness. Is it? It's not the Super Bowl, is it? I thought that was next week. Is it? Wow. All right. Apparently the Super Bowl's tomorrow. I was not aware. Okay. Hey BG, hope you're doing well. Steiny, what's up, dude? And yes, Mysterio's heavy, comes out of nowhere sometimes. He's got me many times. Yeah, dude. He's gotten a lot of us many times. He's rough, man. Him and Mr. Sinister seem to just want to throw their heavy attacks, man. Both of those guys. The champs that do their thing at rank 4 for me, I Killmonger, AA, Ronin, Voodoo. Don't need to rank 5 them, but I have the option. I can make up the deficit with skill. It's true. I agree. There are definitely certain champions that you only need at rank 4. Hi Brian, lately I've come across videos of you playing this game. You were thinner, less hairy, and yeah, it's dope to see you still hanging around showing your expertises. Yeah, man, I need to get back to that. I was definitely thinner when I started this channel. Or thinner once I started showing my face, I guess. Well, today I'm kind of nearing my heaviest, actually. I'm not sure what I'm at the moment, but I want to say I'm like 215. Heaviest for what you guys have seen, at least. My heaviest ever was 240. Yeah, I'm about as heavy as you guys have ever seen. When I first started this channel, I didn't show my face for a few months. I just had no intention of really ever showing my face. I had no intention of live streamings, of doing live streams. You know, a lot of things have changed. But anyway, showed my face once at Comic-Con. I was like, okay, well, it's out there now. Might as well. It's actually easier to make videos with a face on it, so. Like, all right, might as well do that now. And when I first started the channel, I had a car, and my car died, and then I had to ride my bike. It was either upgrade my computer because it was taking like 16 hours to render videos, or get a new car, or get my car fixed. And I was like, well, tow it away. That's it, man. The car is done. I had a bike, used that, and then I was riding my bike every day to and from work. The weight was starting to drop. It's dropping off pretty quick. Evan sent it over to, thanks, dude, saying you're excited for the Hulkbuster buff. I am excited, yeah. Mostly because I have a Hulkbuster and I also have a rank up gem. And the recent buffs that Kabam have been doing, or the recent reworks, I should say. A little difference between the reworks and the buffs. The recent reworks, a lot of them have been like the champions. They go in looking like garbage and they come out looking like gold, man. Colossus, the most recent example of that, where yeah, Colossus, he's super strong. But also Venom, some of the other ones, not as powerful of reworks, but still pretty good. Like you know, Spider-Gwen, Carnage. But yeah, there's a good chance that Hulkbuster could be a really powerful champ. But I don't think Kabam has said anything about that yet, right? Is that Pete in here? Sup, Bry Guy? Tweeter, please. Alright. Will do. I want to see pics. Pics of when I was thinner, or pics of when I was fatter. Which I don't think I have any pictures of when I was fatter. I do have a picture when I was thinner, only because I took some pictures the first year I went to Comic-Con, which was there weren't really, like, the rest of the YouTubers weren't there yet. But I had a couple pictures from that. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Pete. What? It's a rank 2 Wasp, everybody. Unawakened. Pete already has a 565 Sig 200 Wasp. All right. Pete, why? Why, man? Are there any more like 6-star gates or anything? Did you just have an abundance of rank up resources that you didn't know what to do with? What happened? What in the world? I did not think you were serious at all, man. You've bluffed on so many. Since Tater's left, they have me placing her on defense. Okay. That was going to be my next guess. Okay. Alright. Also, I had 5 tier 5 basic expiring. Jeez. Did you see a screenshot on Yusafa featured 6-star polls after Abyss Exploration? I did, Enzo. 3 blue Cyclops in a row. He made a ticket. Kabam response was cryptic enough to think that odds skewed towards bad champ. Interesting. Man, I have been seeing a lot of people pull bad champions after the Abyss. It's been weird. It's been weird. The amount of people pulling garbage, man. But I guess there's also a lot of garbage in the crystals. But yeah, that was, oh my god, that was painful looking. 3 featured crystals, guys. Can you imagine going through the Abyss? You go through the Abyss 100%. Clear the whole damn thing. You got all these 6-star shards for the rewards. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna roll the dice. Roll the dice on some featured 6-star crystals. You pop 3 of them open. They're all blue Cyclops. Ugh, man. I don't want to think about that anymore. That's really bad. Ah, man, there was like a millisecond left on her stupid auto block. I forgot it's just a Thanos team, though, huh? I could have been attacking into her auto block this entire time. Oh, jeez. Come on, Medusa. Taking forever. One of the fastest killers my ass, Namor. Yeah, still a pic of me, you, and Laura from Comic-Con. It's good times, man. I still owe you a beer. How'd the charity live stream go? It went really well. Over $14,000 in total was raised by the MCOC community. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. I certainly wasn't expecting to see that amount donated. Evan sent it over another 5. Evan, thank you very much. Saying, I want to max out Labyrinth Ultron just for fun. He's fun to me, and he looks really cool, but I'm waiting to see how good Hulkbuster is before I decide. Yeah, that's a good call. Definitely recommend waiting. Interesting choice, wanting to go with Labyrinth Ultron for fun. You don't hear that too often. Actually, there was one person that was really into Labyrinth Ultron. That was a part of For Loki. But that was a while ago. He was one of the first to complete Labyrinth. But Evan, dude, thank you very much for the 5. Yeah, definitely recommend waiting just in case. Even though you like him. Yuki sent over 3 of them Polish bucks as well. Yuki, where you at? Saying, Brian, I still remember your collab with Seaton. He couldn't come to NYCC, and you delivered for him. After that, it all went downhill with you guys fighting for 2 years in his basement. I know. Things really went downhill, huh? That was the start of it all. It's the last time we spoke on good terms. It's all downhill from there. Brian will never see it coming when I rank 2 my duped 6-star Phoenix. Pete. I don't believe you. Heyo, sup you pole pirate? What in the Hobbitcrum? What does that mean? Never mind, don't tell me. What's up, dude? It's awesome. Sorry about sending through Super Chat last night. I was late to stream, missed like 85% of stream, then started over. Oh, no worries, dude. No worries. I just, yeah, it was just, yeah, no worries. Nothing else really needs to be said, I guess. It doesn't matter too much. I just didn't want everybody doing that, but, you know. There were some people that couldn't get the link working and everything, and that's fine. That's totally fine. It's the fact that people were generous enough and everything. That's all that mattered. What's up, BG? Red Hulk or Human Torch to 565, both awakened. I recommend going Torch. He's not better in every situation compared to Red Hulk, but Torch in general is just more important to have in your roster. Red Hulk is the type of champion that in many ways is more easily replaceable. There's some things he really excels at, but for the most part, what he brings to the table can be replicated by other champions. Now, if you have Domino ranked up and you use Domino a lot, that could help sway the decision towards Red Hulk. Just because if you're using that synergy and you have Red Hulk on the team all the time and stuff like that, it could help you save resources, and then you could take those saved resources and use them to buy, you know, special catalyst offers, things like that, and eventually get them both ranked up. But if you're not constantly using Red Hulk on the team with Domino or something, I'd recommend going Torch. Man, what's with all the spammers tonight? It's probably the same person, huh? Labyrinth still worth doing 100%, or just one clear is enough? It's still worth doing 100%, yeah, but like only if you can get through with a minimal amount of resources spent. So make sure you have a really good champion for it, like Aegon or something like that. Because the rewards they're still good. They're still useful. People would kill to be able to get the tier 2 alphas again out of Labyrinth. But they're also, you know, those types of rewards have become more readily available in other areas of the game, to the point where you don't need to like dump every last unit you have into that quest. Black Seraphim sent it over too, saying, RPG, sending you my workplace harassment with a pair of underwear, a movie camera, an underage sign, a hot pepper, and an eggplant. Black Seraphim, thank you very much for the workplace harassment. Last Arnie, what's up, dude? Hey, BG, on my flight back to Cali, but the TSA confiscated my toothpaste before my flight. Looks like I'm brushing my teeth with all these knives and gunpowder instead. Wow. You know, I hear it's good. 9 out of 10 dentists agree that gunpowder is actually the way to go. Powder over paste is their motto. So, yeah, it's probably for the best anyway. It's probably for the best. Evan sending over another 5. Evan, thank you very much. Saying, I think the reason why I'm so big on Labyrinth Ultron is because, again, he looks sick, and it's not like I'll ever pull him if I use a gem on him, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Like, I was considering awakening mine, and I still am, sort of. not heavily considering it, but I was considering awakening him in the past. But I wanted to see if he was going to be in, like, the Abyss. Kind of the same way that the Realm of Legends champions were in Labyrinth, you know? I was thinking, oh, man, maybe they'll do that again, and then awakening him would have just, you know, been like a waste of a gem or something. But, yeah, I think about that sometimes, too. It's like, okay, if I'm not going to be pulling this guy again, then might as well get some silver stars, you know, if I have a spare gem at least. But dude, thank you very much for the now 12. Appreciate it. And oh, there was another donation not through Super Chat. Let's see. Nicolaj? Is that how you say that? First time meeting. Definitely first time meeting. Have no idea who this individual is. Good to meet you. The message goes, Beaver! First of all, happy birthday to you. Wow, first time meeting and you already know it's my birthday. Cool. I hope you have many more. 365 more per year. Also, here's a joke. I went into a pet shop. I said, can I buy a goldfish? The guy said, do you want an aquarium? I said, I don't care what star sign it is. First off, it's not my birthday, Nico. Second, boo. But thank you for the $2. Man. Terrible. Lakers bodyguard. Terrible. Oh, man. What is a good 5-star Mystic and Tech 5-star to awaken? I think the way you're thinking about it is not the best way to think about it right off the bat. I'm gonna say that. When it comes to awakening gems, just look at your roster and think about which champion is going to help you progress through the game if they were awakened. If you're having trouble getting uncollected or something, or maybe you are uncollected but you're having trouble getting through the uncollected difficulty, or you know, wherever you're at in the game. Maybe you're still clearing Act 4 or something like that. Or maybe you're in the variants. But you got to think about the content that you're trying to complete, and then think about which champion is actually going to help you clear that content. If you're just looking for a whatever good champion to awaken, you know, you might awaken a champion that's worth it, but you might not actually take advantage of that awakening. For example, some people awaken Void because Void is an amazing champion to awaken. First off, he's very strong. Second, his awaken ability in most situations is pretty much mandatory if you want to take advantage of his abilities. It's a night and day difference between awakened versus unawakened, and he's going to be good for a long time to come in this game. But I know some people that awaken their voids and never really used them. The same thing could happen in your situation. Now, I can give you some examples, all that aside, but that's really the best way to approach the game, is just take a look at your roster. If you're struggling to get through some content, look at your roster and figure out which champion is going to help you to complete it. As far as mystics go, some of the most powerful ones don't really need to be awakened, like Doom and Claire. Let's say champions like Voodoo or Magic, Morning Star. Some of these ones can be better, but they're also a little bit situational. So again, you don't really just want to blow a gem on those champions unless they can help you. And it might not just be a matter of getting through content if they're awakened. It could also just be like, you know, let's say you need a better champion for Alliance Quest. You're getting through Alliance Quest, but you're just looking for someone that's more sustainable. Maybe someone like Voodoo could help with that, you know, awakening him, getting that healing at the start, and all that. But anyway, as far as techs go, you've got Ghost, Stark Spidey, Sentinel. Warlock doesn't really need to be awakened. Might be some others I'm forgetting about, but those are some good examples at least. Is your B-Day? Who knew? Not yet, but almost. We're in the month. We're finally in the month. UG used the Cosmic Awakening gem I got from the 1 million nuts on Hyperion. Didn't realize the difference it would make. He was already a beast. Now he is the devil himself. Yeah, man. Hype is super strong. That's a great way of putting it. He can be played unawakened, but you feel the difference when he is awakened. You definitely do. What is this message? My balls are very itchy. Go to the doctor, sir. Whenever I play fetch with my dog, those tennis balls got me scratch my hand? Okay. I'd still recommend seeing a doctor. Maybe not for your balls, but for your head. What determines prestige of champions? What makes champs like Surfer higher prestige than champs like Ghost? I think Kabam just picks a number, pulls it out of a hat. Like, I mean, there's a reason that they make certain champions high prestige and others not high prestige. It's a selling point for certain characters, and I'm not just talking about like monetary selling point. Just it gives them purpose, you know. Someone like Thor Ragnarok, he was the highest prestige champion for a very long time, and he's widely considered to be a kind of crappy champion. But a lot of people have him ranked up because of his high prestige. So it kind of introduces this like additional choice when it comes to ranking up champions. Do you want to rank up a champion that could be more helpful getting through content, or do you want to sacrifice that and just say, you know what, I want to score more points in Alliance Quest. That's what matters to me. I'll rank up this dud of a champion, even if you know, sacrifice those resources to gain more. And for a lot of people, prestige is the name of the game. Whatever you can do to get the most amount of resources is what people go after. But yeah, so I asked Kabam about prestige once at Comic-Con, and was like, what actually determines prestige? Is it like, is there something in game, or is it really just you guys deciding on it? And all they said was it's just based off of the character's abilities. And I was just thinking, like, okay, sure. that's the most generic answer I've ever heard. But yeah, I mean, I knew they couldn't really say anything on it, right? It's like that's just how it is. Certain champions, they decide, have higher prestige than others, and just the way it is. Just the same way they determine that certain champions have higher attack or higher health than others. It's just another stat. The character's ability to make money, yeah, basically. J Metz sending over $1. Where's your last one? Wait. Oh, you sent over 2. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. My tracker, it's still not working for some reason. Jay, I'm so sorry I missed your last one, dude. Now I'm paranoid that I could have missed someone else's, but I don't think so. Okay. Let me see here, though. The last one was BG decided, did my first clear of Abyss. Nice, man. Got a skill tier 5, Mutant Awakening Gem, 5-star Beardo, 6-star Guillotine 29 from featured, 6-star Gambit for a basic. Pretty happy with that haul considering everyone else Abyss rewards. Yeah, dude. Those are some really good rewards, actually. Pretty much all around except for that Gambit. Everything else is pretty sick. Congrats, dude. Yeah, with some of the, I mean, especially with, like, I don't know if you have skill champions to use that tier 5 class Kato-san right now, but especially with, like, Aegon becoming more popular as time goes on, he'd be a good option, or Nick Fury. There's definitely some really powerful ones. And then Mutant is a powerful class too, so I'm sure you'll be able to put that Mutant Awakening Gem to use at some point. 6-star Guillotine 2099. Good stuff all around, dude. Congrats on the first clear. Happy with Gambit considering I still need to do Variant 1. There you go. I was going to bring that up, but like that he does have stun lock, and at least you won't have to use like a rank up gem on like a 5-star one or something, but dude, it's actually not bad. Evans sending over 5 more as well, saying, I'm going to tweet at you when I 565 Labyrinth Ultron. Alright, man. Dedicating this to you. This Ultron will carry your voice until the end of MCOC. Whew, don't put that on me, man. don't dedicate it to me, man. If you want to rank him up, that's all you, man. No, that's cool though, man. Even though I wouldn't do that rank up myself, I do appreciate a good unique rank up. Like if you were to ask me advice on ranking up, I'd be like, no. But hey, man, if that's your thing, then that's cool. But dude, thank you very much for the very generous 17 now. And yeah, definitely send over a tweet when you do the rank up then. You know, it'd be awesome if Kabam makes a character from a YouTuber like Fortnite did with Ninja. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It would be weird. Like, it'd be really cool, but it'd also be weird. If they made them like a... Here's the way I would want them to... If they were going to do something like that. I wouldn't want it to just be a YouTuber. I would want it to be something that you achieved in-game. Like you were the first person to 100% Realm of Legends, Labyrinth of Legends, or the Abyss or something like that. And then you're like just like a part of the story or something, you know? Like they, you know, they would like cartoonize you or something. And so for like Brutal, who was the first person to do Realm of Legends, they would like, you know, take an image of his face or have an artist like create a render of him or something. And then he would like show up somewhere in Labyrinth. And the same thing for the Abyss. Whoever the first person was, well, I guess it was HQ Sean, right? So it'd be the same thing. I mean, if they wanted to, you know. Because, of course, they might not want that too, but... I don't know if I really want them to be a playable character. It would just be weird. Like, you're using all these crazy Marvel superheroes and stuff like that. And then it's like... Okay, here's bald guy who likes to sit at home and play video games. I don't know. Tom sending over $1.50 of them New Zealand bucks with a banana peel that I'm gonna slip on. Tom, thanks, man. Is there a last one? Let's see. BG, you managed to get your hands on the Infinity Gauntlet. One snap, and you can get rid of anything or anyone. What are you getting rid of? Pizza. Yeah, that's right. I said it. It's the best food in existence, but it's also the result of my gut, and I don't want it to exist anymore. It's the only way I can stop eating it, as if pizza didn't exist. Yeah, that's right. I could have got rid of anything. There's a lot of bad things in this world that I could have picked, but you know what? I'm going pizza. Let's snap it right out of existence. I'm blind, but seeing that shine off your head cured me. JK, no glare. I tried to polish it up real nice. Thank you for noticing. Tweeters BG? Alright, hang on. FYI, in Europe, we call the Super Bowl the Amazing Plate. Wow. I don't even know what to say, Enzo. I like that joke only because it came from you. But alright, let me see. 3 down, 3 to go. Not bad for a week's worth of work. Dude, yeah, not bad at all, man. You're almost done, dude. You don't have that much left. I'm trying to remember, too, which one of these was the hardest. I think there was like the one path in the 5th quest, or I think you have to go through like that Red Hulk twice. That was kind of a pain. But as long as you have a counter for that, dude, you're good. Final quest is kind of tough. This first quest, yeah, you got that, man. But dude, nice. Keep it going. Crocbait sent it over 20. Crocbait, thank you very much. Saying just to make the big D. Oh, well, dude. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. The big D is yours. Whoop, whoop. Wrong button. Wrong button. Alright, there we go. Thank you, dude. Why don't you just snap away your superfluous? I think I'm saying that word wrong, right? Super. Hold on. Why do you gotta embarrass me like this, Last Zarnian? I've heard that word before, and for some reason I'm just not saying it right.
Superfluous.
There we go. Superfluous. 3rd nipple. Make me sound like a dum-dum. Well, I am a dum-dum, but I shouldn't have to be sounding like one. But why, dude? Why would I get rid of my 3rd nipple? Crazy. You know how hard I worked to get that 3rd nipple? Right, you just got rid of most food. I know, Pete. Pete. There's still Skittles. You'll be okay. Mr. BG, in your opinion, what is the most annoying node in the game? Most annoying node in the game, huh? Oof. Let me think about this for a second. Most annoying node in the game. The most difficult one... I don't know if difficult and annoying are the same thing, but the most difficult one... that comes to mind at least is the global node in Act 6.2.5, which you build up charges on yourself whenever you land a 5th hit in your combo meter, and the only way to get rid of those charges is to land a heavy attack or intercept. And that node by itself, if it was the only node, fine, no problem. But you combine that node with some of the other nasty things that Kabam can come up with, and it becomes a big problem. Aggression Fury, that's true, Pete. I'm really not a fan of Aggression Fury. Yeah, if we were back on the old Alliance War map, I would have 100% said Aggression Fury. I haven't had to deal with it as much. Is the only reason I didn't say that. But I really don't like Aggression Fury. So, I mean, at least there's, like, Thing can counter it, and technically Ebony Maw can counter it, but, I mean, we're reaching on that one. I don't know. There's a couple of counters, but yeah, I don't like it. I like that it exists. I wouldn't want it removed from the game. I just don't like fighting against it. Actually, you know what it is? I don't like fighting against it in Alliance War. I don't think it should exist in Alliance War. Not with how Alliance War is currently set up, at least. If Alliance War was changed to something like the idea that I had, where basically take out a lot of the cost of it and have like basically unlimited potions type thing, I wouldn't mind it so much. Because if you die, okay, whatever. But if the AI doesn't cooperate, it makes that node a real pain. Is BG on a tangent again? Pixie Bell. I don't know how to not be on a tangent. BG, I just wanted to share my horrible 6-star luck. Saved up to open 3 6-star crystals. Duped Diablo, pulled Angela, and immediately duped her. Oof. Oof. That's pretty rough, man. Sorry to hear that, dude. I hate Rage so much. It's not terrible, but requires specific champs, and it's annoying. Not really skill-based. Rage is kind of annoying. Rage, to, like, what I find annoying about Rage is that it's, because it's based on the opponent and not based on yourself, it kind of rewards you for bringing in a lower-ranked champion. Depending on the content that you're doing. Because certain champions will not trigger the rage debuffs. Or rage buffs, I guess. So they're fury buffs. And yeah. It's annoying for that reason. Otherwise, I don't really mind rage. There are ways to really take advantage of it. In Alliance quests, I had to fight Rage Miles Morales, and I got to eat the buffs with Venom, and that was kind of cool. Or Mystic Champions can nullify them. One little tip for people fighting against Rage is to not do medium attacks. Since your medium attacks hit harder, what you can do is just parry, and then just do 4 light attacks. And a lot of times that works out. Dude, you haven't experienced the new Siphon blocked Mysterio Special 1. It took 80% of my HP, like 30k. B Manny. That's ridiculous, dude. Yeah, if I had experienced that, that probably would be my answer, because that sounds really dumb. I knew what future Siphon would bring. He left at the right time. Apparently, man. A blocked hit for 30k? How does it work again? Like, what's the deal with it? BG pulled 6-star Venom the Duck today. I'm good with it since I wouldn't have ranked my 5-star. Nice. That's awesome, man. 6-star Venom the Duck. Good stuff. You know, just thinking more about Rage in general. I was trying to think, like, how could they design Rage so that it wouldn't be based on your champion's level, like your champion level. Like, I don't know how to be able to do that. I mean, aside from like basing on your own stats, but basing on your own stats, that changes it too much. It should be like a damage cap still. Because the damage cap part of Rage is not bad, right? I mean, I guess combining the two is what makes it bad, because, of course, if you have to do a lot of hits, then if you're hitting hard, you have to deal with a long amount of unblockable. But I wonder if there's another way to go about it where you can still have it be like the same interaction, but it doesn't punish you for like out-leveling the content. I don't know if it's possible. I thought I had something, that's why I even brought it up, but in my head, thinking about it more, the idea I was gonna share does not work. Anyway, villain get 50% ability accuracy every time you block. They get 1500 block penetration, stacks 3x. Does it ever go away? Like if you hit them, do they lose a stack of the block penetration? Or is that just it? Set the Furies to long timers and boom, then you can play it with anybody. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't mind if there was like different levels of Rage where maybe it'd be like there'd be like 3 levels of Rage and then Ultimate Rage, and Ultimate Rage is when the timers are permanent or something. And then like the 3 levels of Rage, the Furies would either they would last longer, or you wouldn't need as many Furies on the opponent for them to go unblockable or something. I don't know. I don't necessarily mind Rage though as much as other people, I guess. It is tough to deal with, but I kind of like it. Part of me likes it. Rage's Fury buildup should only be on knockdowns, but the damage cap still exists. Then you could just not knock them down. I don't know if that changes it too much. Because then you just don't do a heavy attack or don't do a special and you're good. Last for 10 seconds? Okay. Evan sending over another 5. Evan, thank you. Saying on the topic of Labyrinth Ultron again, his SIG ability, how useful do you think it is? I mean, lowering offensive ability accuracy seems pretty useful. It's very situational, because it's... Hold on, we're going to go to Aunt May. Because I think it's actually, I don't remember how it scales. So, let me get through this fight real quick. And then we'll go check it out. And I guess I need to update the big old D once again as well. Hang on. Scrolling up, making sure I'm not missing any other messages too. This interaction with Streamlabs and YouTube is pissing me off, man. But Evan, dude, thank you very much for the 22. Let's go check it out. Right. Labyrinth Ultron. There you are. Sig ability. So, oh, sorry, is armor up. For each armor up effect, Ultron releases more nano inhibitors, reducing his opponent's offensive ability accuracy by at max stack. So if you have 4 armor ups, you can fully reduce offensive ability accuracy. How do these stack again? Is it just a chance on attacking or being hit? Hang on. Okay. Function armor, 49 armor rating, increase 8 seconds every 15% health loss. You also get that every 7 seconds. Blocking, you have a chance to increase armor. Basic attack is poison. I seem to remember you're able to stack these like pretty well. You know what? Now I'm curious. We're going to go do a fight against Winter Soldier. Whoops. Second time I did that tonight. Hang on. I want the face cam that big 100% of the time. I feel like there's a "that's what she said" joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to make it. Alright, Ultron, go. I choose you. But offensive ability accuracy, we don't see it a whole lot in this game. Like, the ability to reduce it. Off the top of my head, it's kind of hard to imagine all the different scenarios where it comes in handy, you know? Like, defensive ability accuracy, we've seen enough of that over time that it's like, oh, okay, I could use it for this, I could use it for this, I could use it for this. Offensive ability accuracy, I would have to go through like each of the characters and figure out what I could and could not prevent with them. Wait, hold on. I thought I gained an armor up every 7 seconds. Oh no, that's evade. Oh, whoops. Evades every 7 seconds. Okay. So I need to block. Yeah, see, that's rough. You need to be blocking to gain the armor ups. And I guess they show up a lot when you're fighting him because you're taking down his health, and every 15% health is when he's gaining them. I don't think his awaken ability is super helpful. Just wanted to see that sweet special 3. Makes him a good defender. Yeah, I guess it helps out defensively. More than anything. Hello, you play something in game? Wait, is that? I thought that was a typo for pay, but maybe it's not. Pay something in game? I don't. You can buy things in game, but I'm far too cheap to do that. You have no power control champs. It's taking a long time for Winter Soldier to kill me. I have no power control champs. It's 5 or 6 stars other than 5-star unawakened Silver Warrior. Should I rank for him with my 2016 rank 3 to 4 gem, or wait for a better power control? I would wait. Silver Warrior, not too useful, man. There's a chance he might get buffed one day. I feel like Silver Warrior was... He needs to be, like... I'm kind of surprised Silver Warrior is not better than he is. At one point, he was actually a sneakily good defender on defense. Well, of course, why else would a defender be? Anyway, he was kind of sneaky good on the Thorns node. So I was trying to get at. But yeah, and like he has some cool abilities. It's just overall not enough to make him good enough. It's kind of a shame. One of the characters that Kabam made. Most of the other characters that Kabam made feel like they've had a bigger impact on the game. Wait, BG is leaving? But I need a silky smooth voice. No, I'm not leaving. Not yet, at least. Man, because of the stream, because I started so late tonight, I am not going to be able to do my normal 2 hours, but I'll still be here for another, like, 40 minutes. I'm just going to have to cut it, like, 10 minutes earlier than the 2-hour mark, what I usually like to stream for. Who's better, Namor or Sunspot? Situational, but I think Namor is the more important champion to have in your roster if you could only have one. His Awaken ability is not easily replaceable by other champions for the times you need it. BG 565 Aegon 665 or rank 2 Ghost Unduped. That's a toughie, man. If you're... It really depends on what your goals are. If you're trying to do something like the Abyss, if you have that in mind, or you want to clear Labyrinth 100% or something like that, then Aegon is the way to go. If you're just looking to rank up someone else that's going to help you get through Act 6, tough call. They both seem to be pretty useful. And yeah, Ghost is better in like Alliance War and stuff. Kind of a toughie. But yeah, if you do have your sights on Abyss or anything like that, then Aegon's just the way to go, it seems. And you can rank up that Ghost later. Aegon, not Ghost. Aegon will always be useful for everything. Well, that is not true. That is absolutely not true. There's a lot of things in this game that Aegon is not very good at. Up until the later parts of Act 6 and the Abyss, Aegon, in my eyes, wasn't really a good rank up. He was always good for Labyrinth, but I feel like that wasn't enough reason to rank him up at the time. And then, as far as the variant difficulties go, he's good in Variant 1, but the first chapter is the only chapter you could use him in, and that just happens to be the easiest chapter where you could use a lot of other champions to get through it too. And the other variants he's not so good in. Or I guess Variant 4 might be good in too, but still very limited use there as well. Not good in Alliance War, other than very specific situations. Not good in Alliance Quest, from what I've seen at least. But as time goes on, it does seem like Aegon's getting better and better, more and more useful. What do you think about the nerfs of Cole and Namor? I made a very long video about it. If you're curious, you could see all my thoughts there. Hate to push you off on a video, but in general, here's the short version, I guess. With Cole, I don't necessarily mind the change so much. I just wish that they were giving him something more. Just a little bit more, because it's hard to justify giving your rank up resources to someone like Cole over other champions. And he doesn't really have too much purpose in this game, in my opinion, as it stands. And he's such a cool-looking character. I want him to be more important. And then Namor, I feel like they had the balance right when they first released the character. The changes, to me, were a bit silly. But they're trying to back it up with data and everything, and yeah. I have 4-star champions. Hold on, 4-star champions ending level 5300, and you have your stars over 8,000 points. How's it working? The rating of your champions, it goes by the masteries that you have. A few different things affects it. If they're awakened or not, their signature level, mastery, and if you're in a quest, like synergies also help, and of course class advantage and all that. But mostly it's just a difference of masteries. I have the suicide masteries, which inflates the PI a bit more than most masteries. That rating is not important though. The rating of a champion doesn't mean a whole lot in this game. Unless we're talking about base hero rating, which for competitive alliance quests, that does matter. Prestige. 4%? Come on, man. That should have killed you. No. Oh, God. Am I going to die? No. Not today. Sidonian. Sending over 2 pounds. Thanks, dude. Then you're going to miss being able to catch your streams when I go back to work after 3 months off tomorrow. Ah. Bummer, dude. Gonna miss having you in here. I'm sure it's gonna feel good going back to work, though. I would imagine, right? or maybe not. Maybe you're really enjoying the time off. I don't know, but yeah, bummer, man. But dude, thank you very much for the 2. I do appreciate that. If you turn off all offensive masteries, Aegon might be easier to build up. Yep, in some situations. I was thinking if Legacy and Yeet do a push again in dungeons, that could be a way to go. Just to spend a little bit of extra time building up Aegon before getting to some of the harder rooms, you know. Wants superior Iron Man buff so bad. His look is awesome, and he's the only cosmic Iron Man in the game. Yeah, he's kind of cool, I suppose. He was I actually used him quite a bit back a couple of years ago. He was part of one of my favorite synergy teams ever, which was definitely nothing too crazy compared to today's like unique synergies and stuff like that some champions get. But it was Superior Iron Man, the classic Daredevil, and Cap, OG Cap actually, and the 3 of those. Actually, after this fight, I'll show. Some people will remember it. But I used to use it on my teams all the time just because, I don't know, it was like a decent stat boost and had like different class types, and they weren't the worst champions. They were far from the best. They were never they were never really the best. But they were decent. And you know, especially like the amount of perfect block that 2 out of 3 of them had. And actually, let's go to a 5-team quest. Whoops. I was gonna say the perfect block that they had just as part of their baseline abilities, allowing 7-hit combos, and decent. Just I don't know, the auto evade on classic Daredevil. Let's see. Classic Daredevil. Okay. Throw this dude in here. Okay. And then this dude. So yeah. By today's standards, this looks like garbage. But There's a little bit of crit damage rating, some crit, some more crit damage rating, and then some more crit. So it's pretty cool. And then we could do, I remember using OG Thor occasionally. Unfortunately, I didn't have OG Thor back during his prime. But that also gave some perfect block. And then you could just like double up. This is going too far at this point. Nobody really did this, but you could double up that one, and so now you have like 10% perfect block, where like 2 of these champions already have like 40% perfect block. I don't know why Daredevil has so much, but he does. 40% chance that a block is a perfect block, reducing all damage to 0. Yeah, so now 2 of these champions, him and Cap, have 50% perfect block, and you have a mix of crit and crit damage rating and stuff like that. Oh, it's kind of cool. BG, can you show us your mastery build? Sure. I'm not even sure what it's looking like these days. Let's go find out together. Okay, so full suicides, maxed out courage, maxed out despair. My standard left half. Maxed out willpower, maxed out coagulate. Then a bare bones proficiency. Maxed out parry, maxed out stupefy. Yeah, I guess this was my mastery build from the last variant. I change my masteries relatively frequently compared to most people, I think, at least. These will probably change again for well, damn, tomorrow's the Super Bowl, huh? Ah, screw it. I'll still do some itemless. I mean, I'm not going to be watching the Super Bowl, but I'm thinking a lot of people will be watching the Super Bowl. But for those that aren't going to be watching, let's do some itemless. I'll probably, I think I'm going to go back to the final quest. Throw Mystic Dispersion on. Yeah. Maybe. I gotta think about it some more. Dad fell asleep in chair downstairs snoring loudly, and I'm internally dying of laughter. Send help. Wow. What's up, BG? What's up, iChurch Pastor Blaster? Is this a full suicide mastery? Yeah. So the suicide masteries, it's the top right tree over here. So liquid courage, double edge. Those are really like the 2 masteries that are considered the suicide masteries. But because you have to pick up recoil to get them, then recoil is kind of also included in that. It's like those 3. In Lunar Event, there is a Daredevil on far right last quest. Oh, I have to still do that event. I was using Corvus on auto fight, and he lasted a full 5-hit combo and is blocked for my 5-star Corvus. Dang, dude. Yeah, he's a blocking machine. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can set up your masteries with the suicides. Like, I don't need these points in. I don't need courage maxed out. I don't need despair maxed out. You don't have to have coagulate maxed out. It's nice to have if you can afford it, but there's some play. This is just the build that, whenever it comes to masteries, this is the most important thing to keep in mind. Your masteries are a way to enhance your champions. So everyone may have slight variations in their masteries, even if the idea behind the build is the same, you know? So, for example, if you want to run the suicide masteries, but you also want to use a champion that causes lots of bleed damage, and you'd also pick up the deep wounds mastery. Or maybe you want to use Mystic Champion, so you pick up Mystic Dispersion. It's all based on your champions. Yeah, I once had OG Spider-Man dodge 7 hits from my Spider-Man stealth. Just couldn't get the slow debuff on him. Very annoying. Dang. That's crazy. What's the best AQ team when you're running suicides? Varies a little bit, of course. Especially in the higher maps, you need some more specific specific champions to deal with certain nodes. In general, I would say Corvus is probably the fan favorite when it comes to running suicides for Alliance Quest. He has some immunities, and his damage is through the roof, and he even gains a little bit of regen at the start of the fight, since you don't take bleed damage when you have your charges. Omega Red is another amazing champion because you're able to, again, get some healing at the start of the fight due to being poison immune and then reducing bleed damage, potentially all the way to not taking any damage from bleed if you have 1 point in Coagulate. So yeah, he's another fan favorite. Ghost is up there as well. Probably not used as frequently as the others, only because even though Ghost, you don't have to take any damage when playing Ghost, but if you slip up, it is harder to heal with her. And just in general, some people maybe not wanting to play Ghost, but she's also very strong. Ghost is stronger like the higher you get in the maps. So for like map 7, she's really strong. She's strong everywhere, but like the other, the difference between her and other champions is not as high. Do you play on an iPhone or another device? I play on iPhone, yeah. No other devices, all iPhone here. I used to play on Android when I first started this game. I've never liked playing on tablet. It just feels weird. Cloud Contempt, Sentinel 5. Thank you very much, dude, saying hit 1 million rating today. Nice, man. Congrats. Remember seeing Jenser when I started playing Sirius and thinking, damn, I'll never get there. Yet here I am. Nice, dude. Yeah, man. Man. I was thinking the same thing. I had those exact same thoughts, man. And now I'm thinking, now that there's someone at 3 million, I'll never get there, but hey, in time. Thank goodness I haven't reached the egg part. Not yet. We're not too far from it, though. Use my Galaxy S9 and I experience some lag issues. Throw a heavy sometimes if I don't stop tapping. Yeah, so the Android phones, they've gotten better for this game. Not just the phones, but I guess Kabam did some things to optimize it. But I still have some issues playing on Android too. It's been a long time since I've played on Android, but it was definitely smoother when I switched to iPhone. And then Laura has a Pixel 2, I think it is. And I noticed that her phone was better than... I was playing on a Note 5, a Samsung Note 5 originally. I noticed that her phone was better, but still didn't feel quite right. Didn't feel as smooth. Just for the record, I never completed any content for her or anything like that. Everything she's done has been on her own. I just showed her how to use one of her champions against Winter Soldier once. Okay, BG, I'm here. Now you can start the stream. 2 hours starts now. Eddie. Alright, man. 2 hours it is. But we'll have to start those 2 hours later in the day, actually. 3 million, yeah, I ain't buying my way to that. At least that that mill early on felt earned. Yeah, man. The egg part is the only bit of BG content that makes me sad. The egg should bring happy times, man. Should bring happy times. It's a happy egg. Does anyone use Sentinel anywhere besides Variant 3 these days? Yeah. Sentinel's good for a lot of things in this game. Sentinel has helped people get Cavalier. Helps people with Variant 3. Helps people with Variant 2. Variant 1, even. And I guess the final variant for part of it, too. Really, he's good for all the variants. He's also useful in Alliance Quest. Might not be as strong as some of the other guys, but certainly useful, especially depending on the nodes. It's good against the Delirium node, which reverses controls for everybody but the robots. There's certain nodes in Alliance War that it seemed like Sentinel was the best option for. I don't know if that's changed at all, but there was a domino on like a safeguard node or something, and Sentinel got used there. I think we found that to be the safest. It was in like the dead center of the map. It was like safeguard and tank buster, I think is the other node or something. I don't know. But yeah, just building up those analysis charges and then ripping her with the L2s. Sentinel's really good for that. Sentinel, here's the thing about Sentinel. He's one of the best all-around champions in this game. He can do so much. He's got different damage types. His physical hits start to hit decently hard once you get his analysis charges built up, but then he also has incinerate damage on the L2. He's got shock damage on the heavy attack if you need it. He's got heal block on the special one. He's super tanky. Even as a heal, he can heal himself if you get 2 special 3s off. But there's also a lot of other champions that if you rank up a bunch of other champions, then for like the specific needs, it is sometimes better to bring those champions. A little bit of a jack of all trades, master of none situation going on with Sentinel, but I really enjoy playing Sentinel, and I would honestly take him to rank 3 if I had a 6-star awakened version of Sentinel. And tier 5 class tier 5 tech catalyst. But I have none of those things, so alright, anyway, I've got my tier 5 basics, so that's good. Yeah, this was a pretty lousy round of the arenas. Let's see if I can grab a few more milestones. I'm close on this one. Let's do that real quick, just one round. Hello, Mr. Grant. So, hey, what's up? Have to agree on Sentinel. No regrets on ranking up my 5-star. Yeah, he's a beast. Thoughts on 4-star maxed out Awakened Venom? Great. Venom's a great champ. Yeah, I use my my 5-star Venom all the time. Some of the most annoying fights in this game are the Spider-Verse characters, and that is a big part of what makes him good. As a 4-star, that will be the biggest reason. But even like you know, as you get later into the game, there's certain like specialty nodes that he excels at too. One of them is the buffed up node, where you need 3 buffs in order to deal any damage. Be good against, relatively good against masochism because he has bleeds that can help trigger the masochisms. He gains armor up buffs, which in some cases is useful, like against Havoc. And of course, he's an XL size champion, great for variety too. So, just in general, Venom's is good. As far as the 4-star goes, might not be able to help with some of those later things that I was talking about, but still good. Alright, dude. Oh, good, he did throw the L2. I was like thinking whether I want to just push him. But he threw it. Wow. This guy's being super cooperative all of a sudden. I like it. Have a 3-4 Mystic, 15-16 Gem. Already have Magic, Ghost Rider, and Voodoo at rank 4 and above. Who should I use it on? Keep holding for the Pipe Dream. That is Scarlet Witch. Maybe. If you have Ghost, then Hood is good to rank up. And even if without Ghost, people did apparently make good use of Hood. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that did hurt. People did make good use of Hood for. Whoa, that was a big crit. Okay, just barely lived. People used Hood against the champion boss of 6.2, so that could be an option. I don't know who else. There's always a chance that certain champions will get buffed as well. I would say near the top of my list of champions that I want to see buffed, near the top would be Iron Fist. I really hope that he gets buffed one day. Not just a buff, like a total rework. Wait, why do you do the egg at the end? Like I only joined a while ago. Is it a massive meme? I'm afraid it's no meme. Here's the story with the egg. I've been trying to open the same egg for years now. I don't even remember when the egg first appeared on my account. I didn't even earn the egg or anything like that. It just showed up one day. It's unknown how the egg even got there. And there's no way to know this for sure. But it is believed that that is the universe egg. The entire universe exists within the egg, and somehow we're able to see it from the outside. But because it won't open, I think it's kind of a protection mechanism of the egg and of the universe. And if it ever does open, then I think we'll all cease to exist. So of course I try to open it every night, but it doesn't allow it. And one night, that's just how I'm assuming it's all gonna end. BG, I need about 8k units to get the mastery setup I want. How long do you think it will take? Usually hit all milestones for every arena except the 5-star. You go to 6 mil. Okay. Not that long then. Honestly, not that long. I think you can get that in probably about 5 weeks. Yeah, I would say about 5 weeks. Potentially a little bit less, depending if there's... like right now, we have the tickets where you can get units from them and stuff like that. Or potentially a little bit more if you're having to spend units on other things. But I would say roughly 5 weeks is a good timeline. To get 8k units. And yeah, that might sound like a long time, but of course, the way this game goes, like 5 weeks is nothing, you know. When we're waiting for like months to get certain champions and rank them up and everything, 5 weeks is like, dude, that's a blink in the eye. Or blink of the eye in terms of MCOC time. Just making my 4-star Medusa, and I'm just thinking about whether I should focus on taking her up or focus on my 5-star Corvus. But he's unawakened. If you run suicides, you should probably go Corvus. If you don't run suicides, it is a tough call. I could see it going either way. Yeah, it's a tough one. I really don't know the right answer in that case. 4-star Awakened Medusa or 5-star Unawakened Corvus. Honestly, without suicides, the 4-star Medusa might be more helpful right now, but in the long run, might be more useful to have that Corvus ranked up, so it's tough. I'd recommend just maybe playing with both, testing them out a little bit, see which one you personally gravitate towards, and just rank them up. You know, they're both solid options. You don't really need to like regret the decision either way. Should I rank 4 Man-Thing? No. You should rank 5 Man-Thing. No, I don't know. Man-Thing, he's cool. I really like him. I made a couple videos on him, but he's not for everybody. But I do think he's pretty good. I think he's better. I think he's way better than people give him credit for. He's not necessarily dominating the contest, but still way better than people give him credit for. Yeah, if you have a need for a Mystic Champion and you don't have like Doom or someone, Doom or Claire, I would say, would be probably better to rank than Man-Thing. The other nice thing about Man-Thing is he's kind of annoying on certain nodes in Alliance War. On some nodes he's easy to kill, but on some nodes he seems to pick up some kills sometimes. PGA did another thing today. Get Mama to show you the convo in 4-Wife chat. Okay. I'm curious. And of course she's sleeping. I think she's sleeping. Yeah, she's sleeping. But I'll try to remember to ask her about it. How many millions needed for Sunspot? I've got my prediction on screen, but it's just a prediction. Please go higher if you're going for the champion. I have no way of actually knowing what the champion's going to go for. No one does. After the first round, we'll get a better idea. But even still. Evan sent it over another 3 saying cheese-covered pickle or pickle-covered cheese. I'm going to go with cheese-covered pickle. I think I actually did that when I was a kid. Which kind of grosses me out thinking about it today. But I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, I've always been a picky eater. And, you know, some of the things that I did eat were pickles and then slices of, like, American cheese. And, yeah, I could remember wrapping a slice of American cheese around the pickle and eating it that way. And, yeah, it does not sound appetizing. even to myself. But I do remember doing it as a kid. How would a pickle... Hold on. Pickled covered cheese. Well, you know what? I mean, pickled covered cheese, that kind of happens on burgers, right? On like a cheeseburger, you put pickles on top of it. Maybe it's not the weirdest thing ever. Yeah, your sister did that when she was pregnant? Maybe I was pregnant. Oh no. That means it was a miscarriage, guys. 'Cause I did not have that baby. Yeah, I've eaten a lot of weird things when it comes to pickles, just because, I don't know, man. Pickles are good, and it's like a lazy man's food. Or woman, you know. But basically, you know, you just got a jar of pickles in the fridge or something. Crack them open. Chow down. You want to spice it up a little bit? Wrap it in cheese. Why not? You take out the pickle, then eat the cheeseburger. What? Pickle burger. Ew. Wait, what? pickles are they're an important part of any burger, I would say. All right, come on, dude. Get wrecked over here. Suck these eggs. The little... What is that word? Concricon? Chonkricon? Pickles in... What is that word? Raclette fondue cheese is one time can think of with that. I think unless memory is shot. I don't know half those words that you just said, Star. Oh, man. It's just my bad vocabulary embarrassing me once again tonight. It's not the first time, won't be the last, I'm sure. You didn't have that food, baby? Well... I think I had triplets, but listen, still, it's not the same. Sister did peanut butter on pickles. Actually, both my sisters. Peanut butter on pickles, huh? I don't think I've ever done that before. I've also never had fried pickles before. But I know people have fried pickles. Pickles are vile. They are my most hated food. Hate isn't strong enough. I mega loathe pickles. So gross. I wish Demiok was in here right now. Because as memory serves, Demiok is also not a fan of pickles. Oh man. Alright, it's starting to get a little bit late. I am going to have to end it in a couple minutes here. What alliance are you in? I'm in 4 Nana. It's just my own alliance. No one else is a part of it. I'm still for Loki by spirit, though. I'm just not actually in the alliance. Man, now I want to go buy some pickles. Damn it. Do you still have love for your Medusa? Absolutely. She's still one of my favorite champions to play. She's like, she was #1. These days, she's top 5. Probably. Because #1's Venom the Duck, #2 is Man-Thing. I don't know who #3 is anymore. Doom might be #3. I really enjoyed playing Doom. I just don't have a high-level one to... and I haven't tested him enough to say for sure, but I do really like Doom. What's your opinion on Silver Surfer, worth rank 5 without high sig? I don't know a ton about Silver Surfer. He didn't seem too strong when I tested him. He does have the highest prestige in the game, though. It's just a game. Send it over to saying, go get a spicy pickle on me. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. If you Google raclette pickles, oh, I just realized the last 2 super chats had actually popped up on screen. It's so weird how sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, if you Google raclette pickles, equals what I'm talking about. All right, let's go take a look at it. Hold on. Am I even saying? I don't even know if I'm saying this word right. Pronunciation on this. Let me see.
Raclette.
Okay.
Raclette.
Raclette. All right. Let me see. Raclette pickles. Oh. I think I like these. All right, hang on. I always got to type it in first just in case an inappropriate picture pulls up. I think I like these, though. I always have to taste them to know for sure. But I think these taste pretty good. I've never really mixed them with anything, though. I've always just had these by themselves. These are like the pickles that, like my family would put these pickles out just in like a, I don't know, a small serving dish type of thing, for like the holidays, you know, alongside all the other, like actual food. Why, you don't trust me? No, I trust you, Star. I don't trust the internet. You never typed into something completely innocent and then go to look at the Google images and it's just like a different kind of pickle. You know, I'm trying to avoid something like that. BG, how do you start an alliance? I've looked everywhere in game and can't see it. I think you just go to the alliance tab and there's an option to start one. I'm not a huge fan of sweet pickles. Me neither. Are these ones sweet? I don't know. There's yeah, I'm not sure what these ones taste like, but they look like the ones that that I've eaten before. If they are like the sweet ones, then I'm not really a fan either. It's part of the problem with pickles is like I never know if I'm gonna like it until I bite into it, and at that point, either happy or I'm real sad. I just want to throw the pickle away. Fix the browser issue finally. I know it took long enough, right? I did finally fix it though. What about pickled onions? I'm not a fan of onions, so I've never even tried a pickled onion. Pickles. This is a good comment. Pickles are the devil's turds. Wow. Wow. The devil's turds. Okay. And yeah, it's just a game. I will not be searching for that one. Definitely not. Sweet pickles, crunchy pickles, Vlasics, dill. I don't discriminate. They all belong in trash cans. Wow. Okay. PG, 4-star generic awakening gem, Domino, Ghost, Namor, Thing, Gulk, Rolk, Blade, or Omega. You have a lot of options there. It sounds like you're not in need of anything specific. Here's what I can tell you. Certain champions on that list don't really need to be awakened. Domino, her awakening ability is it's really a defensive thing. Ghost, the awakening ability certainly helps. Namor, same thing. Thing, same thing. Gulk, definitely don't give it to Gulk. Rolk, it benefits him, but you know, compared to these other champions, you have better champions on the list. Blade is nice. If you're going through, Blade has like a reliable regen. If you're going through like Act 4 or something like that, or Act 5, can be really nice to have that reliable regen from Blade. If you're not running Suicides, I'd recommend going with someone like Blade. If you are running Suicides, I'd recommend someone like Omega Red. That's the two I'd really narrow it down to for when it comes to 4-star champions, at least. If you're not running Suicides Blade, if you are running Suicides Omega, you could really though like Ghost, Namor, Thing. They all have great uses. If you were talking about a 5-star awakening gem, I'd maybe recommend one of those, but as a 4-star, just trying to think of champions that are sustainable. Alright, anyway. I really need to end the stream right now. Man. Almost made it to my normal 2-hour mark, but I gots to go. It is getting way too late. I will be back during the daytime, I hope. The plan is to do an itemless stream. The only reason I say hope now is because thinking about the technical difficulties, if that happens again, it's seriously, I was sitting here for over 20 minutes trying to get it to work. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try to fix it, but just fingers crossed that it works. And yeah, Evan, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D. Appreciate that. Thank you to everyone else that sent over some super chats and stuff. It was actually quite a lot tonight, so thank you guys. And yeah, I'll, like I said, hopefully be back for a daytime stream roughly 12 or so hours from now. 12, 13 hours, something like that. And see you all then. Good night, everybody.